Welcome everyone to Rewind Recap Relive, where legends and rising stars meet. I'm your host Jonah, and the secret is out. I'm here to give you the biggest guest we've ever had here on the show for New Year's Eve special. And you know now, that is the former World Heavyweight Champion, the Punjabi Playboy, the great Khali. This interview happened, I can't even tell you how long ago, and I've been keeping it under wraps. A big surprise, the biggest guest we've ever had on the show. You know what that means now. And of course, he's coming on with Bronco Braxton. Such a cool episode. I'm excited for you guys to see it, so let's get into that. Next week's episode, which is going to be too sweet, and next week's giveaway. So we already know this week is huge, but next week, to kick off the new year, the big interview next week is going to be based on what's happening right now in wrestling, what nobody can take their eyes off of. That is the AEW World Champion Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers taking on Motor City Machine Guns and Rich Swann at Hard to Kill, and we have managed to get on Good Brother Gallows. The big LG is coming on next week to kick off 2021, and he's coming on with Blanco Loco, really cool talent in his own right. I love this interview, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. That is next week, and you have the chance to win a signed Good Brother shirt from Gallows. Who knows, we may get Anderson down the road, but for now, we've got Gallows, and it is a fantastic interview. Check in next week, enter the giveaway. All you have to do is comment hashtag R3 giveaway down below in this interview, in the Khali and Braxton interview. Just comment hashtag R3 giveaway, and you will be entered to win that Good Brothers signed shirt. Enjoy. We've taken care of everything. All that's left for you guys to do is please enjoy great Khali and Bronco Braxton. What a cool interview. A lot of work went into making this a pleasurable viewing experience for you, so please follow along. Make sure you enter that giveaway, and to find out if you won, be sure to hit the notification bell, ding ding ding, so you don't miss a thing here on Rewind Recap Relive. Enjoy it, like, comment, subscribe, share, everything you could do to support us, and I want to issue a quick thank you as well. Of course, you saw the year-end thank you we released last week here, the big collaboration, but I would like to issue a personal thank you to the viewers of Rewind Recap Relive, because what you've done for us in 2020, the better half of it has been incredible, and I'm looking forward to 2021. Happy New Year's Eve. Enjoy great Khali and Bronco Braxton. Thank you. All right, so first, allow me to introduce one hell of a cowboy on the independent scene. With 4 years under his belt, he's ready to take the industry by storm soon enough. So please welcome Bronco Braxton.
Howdy. Thank you for having me, Jonah. How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. Thank you.
Beautiful morning.
It is. Next, we have a man who definitely has a distinction in height compared to our previous guests. He's the man, the myth, the WWE legend, the Punjabi Playboy. Please welcome the great Khali.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yes. So I always like to start off with something basic here, and I just want to talk about what got you both into wrestling. And Khali, can you go first, please? Tell me when wrestling went from an interest to your career.
I started wrestling 2000, San Francisco, California.
Okay.
After 1 year, I have contract New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So after New Japan, because there is wrestling, really very famous wrestling there. So after I start the movie,
yeah,
Longest Yard. So that time I meet is a mini wrestler, other wrestler, look like Stone Cold. So then I just talk, Stone Cold.
Yeah, okay, Stone Cold, all right.
So I'm basically his fan. He said, oh yeah, absolutely, you can try go WWE. WWE is the right place for you.
Wow.
So then I just a little bit more confidence. Okay, so one day,
Yeah.
So when some wrestler, WWE wrestler work any movie, so WWE guy come there for interview.
Okay.
So me and Nelly is rapper.
Yeah, of course.
Singer.
Yeah.
Nelly, me and Nelly is take together picture. Then WWE social media guy. He's take you picture us. Then he'll take you back WWE.
Yeah.
So He say, yes, I want to get this guy. Vince tried to contact me. So Vince say, I'm very interested if you want to come WWE. So I say, yes, I want to come. So I had movie premiere, New York. So Vince McMahon sent me limousine.
Okay,
So
he
I
sent you a
see the
limousine.
car,
Yeah. Yeah.
Limousine. He sent me limousine. I said, man, that's awesome life. Yes, I want to do this one. So then I go to Connecticut. Then Vince say, wow, that's awesome. I say, I'm very happy. He say, I'm very happy too. I want to keep you on my team. So then I started WWE 2005.
What was your first wrestling match? So you said you were in New Japan. What was your first match before you got to the WWE? Do you remember?
So many wrestling, so many times it hit my head. So I just forgot all the bad things. But yes, you can search in the Google. I have first match, Tokyo, New Japan, Tokyo Dome, New Japan. And first time I saw big crowd, 85,000 people is Tokyo Dome, Japan.
Yeah.
So when I go out, crowd is, so excited. Oh my God, I was, 7 foot, who is this guy,
Yeah.
this guy. So ring announcer, he announced me that time is Giant Singh. So I work is there is almost 3 years wrestling. Then after 3 years I work movie. Then I started wrestling.
Okay. So that is quite the backstory, definitely getting into wrestling. Bronco, can you tell us a little bit about your journey so far?
Yeah. Growing up down south, my mom and my granddaddy, who I got my namesake from, would show me the, old Memphis tapes. So I watched a lot of Jerry Lawler, watched a lot of Cowboy Bob Orton from a little bit farther back than that. We watched a lot of Freebirds from down closer to us, and Dusty Rhodes. The whole Rhodes family was real big down in Florida in the Florida household. So, growing up watching them and then, wrestling around on the farm and wrestling with my brothers, I just figured and get in the ring, I was always a pretty big guy myself, not as big as the great Khali, mister, but, I got involved and locally, and I just kept going with it, and it's been a good time getting in there, and getting to see the fans and whooping some tail, and it's always a good time.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Great Khali. So you touched on it a little bit. Can you talk about how you felt? Because you said you were a fan of Stone Cold and obviously New Japan Pro Wrestling. How did you feel getting the call from WWE? What was going through your head?
I'm so excited, super excited. I said, man, can I tell you a more story what has happened in my life? San Francisco, California. I have some accident is some guys died in the ring. It's sad, very sad.
It is
by
absolutely
accident, he just died. Very sad. So first time is when I started New Japan Pro Wrestling. I started there is 2002.
Right.
WWE give you off me first, 2003.
Okay.
So I'm so super happy. I said, man, that's my dream.
Yeah.
That's why I learned wrestling. That's why I come in the WWE USA. I just dream coming true now. So everything is going well. Everything going is good. He said. I say, okay, contract is almost done, negotiation is done. And he tried to search, my insurance. When he hired a WWE guy, some wrestler, so he buy insurance.
Oh, really? Who was buying insurance? Vince McMahon?
Yeah.
Vince McMahon, you mean?
WWE, yes.
Okay,
yes,
okay.
Yes. So he put my name, Dilip Singh. Then pop out is, oh, he killed this guy. You know, the wrong story, so many things, you know,
Right. I understand.
in the Google.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's somebody's died his hand. So he just takes step back because insurance not pay that time that guy.
Right. So yeah, that was when. So I know the story about the man who died in the ring. That was after he had fought you, though, right?
No, he died in the ring. He
Oh
died in
wow.
the ring.
Okay. Wow.
It's just a couple, you know, just accident ring. Then take to the hospital, but he's a hospital, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Here WWE find out, so he's just scary. He said, "No, I don't want to hire this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you know, client come is us WWE." He just say, "Oh no, I can't do now." You know,
What changed his mind? What changed his mind?
when after 1 year, when I started movie,
Yeah.
then WWE think, okay, he just now he's clean now. Insurance is pay Brian family.
Right.
So believe thing is now is good now. Now he's just offer me. So
I see.
Okay, I got it now.
I understand. So after the movie, that's what got him to realize that he could hire you then, right? Insurance paid the wrestler's
so
family.
Because he have exactly. Then he have confidence. So movie guy hired him, so I can hire him now.
Right. That's quite the story. I never knew that. And if I can go, so Bronco, clearly, right, there's trepidation when you step in the ring for the first time. And I'd love if you could speak about that a little bit. Any nerves are going through your head the first time you debuted Bronco Braxton? Let's hear it.
I can't say that I had any. No, I've always been real lucky in that regard. You know, just it was always something that I had kind of envisioned myself doing. And when I got the opportunity to do so, I had been lucky enough to train properly, to have some good coaches, and you know, to have gone through it plenty, you know, before that. So by the time I first got in the ring, it was just ready to go. You know, I was also on a much more accessible stage, I think, you know, for my level. You know, with the great Khali there, his experience was such a unique one, and that he was thrust into such a big stage and such a big limelight right off the bat. And you know, it's fitting. You know, he's a larger than life personality as well as human being. So, you know, that's what happens. So far, no, I've been real lucky. I've been real fortunate to get in there and just be able to keep my mind on the job and get the job done. So, haven't had too many of those nerves yet. You know, we'll see though. See what happens.
Absolutely. That's great. Well, nerves of steel for you for sure. And if you did, let's say down the road, you do come across those nerves, how would you get past those? Have you seen comrades in the sport have those nerves?
I have, you know, and a lot of them, you know, a lot of the fellas I see with those nerves, you know, they put a lot on themselves. You know, there's a lot of self-doubt, I think, sometimes, and I wasn't raised to have too much self-doubt. I was always raised to believe in myself, believe in my work, believe in what I can do and what the Lord can do through me. And so I've always been able to follow that path. And, you know, if those nerves do come up, you know, maybe there are some things now I should, you know, maybe I should start to visualize, maybe I should start to anticipate that, since you mentioned them, you know, because I am hoping for bigger and better things. So, you know, if those come down the road, I hope I just take a deep breath, look to those around me, look to the support system that's gotten me as far as it has so far. And I'm sure I'll get through it and, you know, just keep moving on. It's just being headstrong. That's all. You can call it what you want.
Khali, so the year is 2006 when you made your debut on SmackDown and you attacked The Undertaker, right? That's when you came out the first time. So were you nervous at all making your debut in front of the world?
First time I go to WWE.
Yeah.
So this been say, okay, you need a go. I want to, you know, debut you.
Yeah.
But he's not say who's my opponent. He just me call, hey, okay, you need to have come in the TV, you know, after WrestleMania, you know. So I say, okay. So same day he's asking, okay, Michael Hayes say,
right.
I Khali, you know, you have the big day. I say, okay. So he say, this is first time you come in the road, but today you have surprise, and you need to go out. Mark Henry and Undertaker have fight. You need to go out and just kill the Undertaker. I said, oh my God, this is, I'm just so super happy as a man. That's, so I say, okay, what can I do? Well, I have so many questions. What can I do now? So he just tried to explain, and Vince say, yes, just kill is very hard, not easy. Take big chop. So
Really? Okay.
I say, okay, so that this moment, that moment, really, really great. That moment, oh man, all the crowd, all over the world, no idea who is the great Khali. So I want to say thanks for Vince McMahon and WWE. He made the great Khali. So I really appreciate WWE and Vince McMahon.
Absolutely. And did you have any, when they told you to go out and kill the Undertaker really hard like they did, what did you think? Were you nervous about everybody, the world, seeing the great Khali for the first time? Did you think they'd like you or not, or what do you think?
I'm just excited. I'm not thinking people think.
Exactly,
but
yeah.
I'm just very excited.
So yeah.
When I grow, when I start watch TV, I just watch Undertaker, and all my friends say, "Oh man, Undertaker." Only, especially India, have only 2-3 guy name: Rock, Undertaker, Hulk Hogan, and Stone Cold. That's that. Nobody is that time is member is other people. Yeah, people now I'm in India's #1 guy. No care is nobody now. That time I just my circle, all the friend, me. I'm this big fan of Stone Cold, Undertaker, and Hulk Hogan, Triple H. That he's just this guy is all
Yeah.
all the time work. He work main event match, main story, and that time is not really. That time not really is social media.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
exactly.
Now lots of social media, but that time is not social media. So just only you need to watch TV. Other thing no have if you no phone, nothing,
and
no internet,
exactly.
nothing.
And I want to know, was that when you did Attack Undertaker, was that the first time that you showed up backstage at WWE? Was that the first time that your fellow superstars were seeing you? Yeah. What did they think? What were some reactions? Do you remember?
Yeah, a lot of people, watch, oh my God, this big, big dude, man. Everybody say, hey, you saw this guy? Man, big mother guy, this man. Everybody, different,
Yeah.
So, but I had, a lot of people watch and say, oh man, this big dude.
Absolutely.
But,
do you remember any people backstage in particular, any specific superstars who saw you and they were like, wow?
When I beat Undertaker.
Yeah.
So when I come back, so people just watching look like very, watch very scary movie. You kill Undertaker, you take this chop, then you put your feet in the chest, have idea. This is Undertaker.
Yeah.
That's a big thing. So, I say, I know. I know. I just said, I say, I know.
Yeah.
I'm very a big fan. But, that's the game, brother. I can kill you,
Yeah. So it was a surreal moment, definitely. And Bronco, can you tell us about your mentors and your trainers and people that really helped you get to where you are today?
I started training around down in Florida in the Tampa Bay area with Francisco Ciazzo. He still runs in that Central Florida area. And, he first started bringing me up around the Midwest, up around Milwaukee, Chicago area as well. So, I started off working down there in Florida, got over to Texas a little bit as well. And then the Midwest has been bringing me up quite a bit, bringing me through for a few weeks, 3 months at a time. And, a lot of the earlier matches were short and sweet, got to get in there and get it done real quick. And, as the opponents got better, as it progressed a little bit, it started to get a little bit longer, and just got to expand my skills little by little. I've been real lucky to kind of take things step by step, and like I said, have some good mentors to take me along the way. It's nice getting in front of some different crowds, especially different parts of the country, not different parts of the world, as Mr. Khali there, but even just here in the U.S. and a few different parts of the country, one state over, two states over, you can get real different reactions out of crowds, reactions out of folks. And even the fella you're wrestling can be doing different things, moving around. So it's always fun to adjust. And that's been the whole process, is a process of adjustments. Yeah. And they've been fun to make. It's the journey itself has been a good time. So.
And you learn a little bit, right? From each place you go to, you pick up a little something new, and different opponents too, right?
Definitely, yeah. They're always throwing some different stuff at you. You hear the crowd react a little differently for this or for that, and then you hear some things that everybody likes, and then when you see something everybody likes across the board, that's when you got something and you hang on to it. So.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And Khali, if I could just interject, who are some people, do you think, who inspired your in-ring style? Like, who taught you to be the giant? Were you inspired by any legendary giants that came through wrestling, like Andre the Giant, perhaps?
Because I never meet Andre the Giant. I never, when he's just live, I not see his wrestling.
Okay.
Because I'm belong is very blaze. There is no come is a TV, no is nothing.
Okay.
So when I start is wrestling, I just a big fan is watch is Hulk Hogan, and I like watch is Undertaker, and a lot of wrestler I like watch is Stone Cold. Many wrestler is really great, Triple H. My idol.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon is the best. He never lie, because this business is lots of bullshit.
Yeah.
But he never his bullshit. He just never lie. This business, wrestling business, too much bullshit. Too much bullshit. So many lie people.
Yeah. No, he sounds like it. Bronco, do you resonate with that at all? Do you ever have to watch your back? Have you found in this business?
Definitely. A little bit so. I think this far along where we're at nowadays, it's a little bit more I guess it's always been fraternal, but it's a little lighter on each other. The business side of things is always business. You always got to take care of your business first, and you got to have expectations set. I feel like if you have the right expectations in business with who you're doing business with, it's easier to meet them, and it's easier to hold people accountable when you're really clear with it. Some folks can be a little passive, maybe a little passive aggressive. If you're assertive right from the get-go, I've had a little bit more success. Now, there are times where I've been, maybe treated what I felt to be unfairly, and I did my best to rectify that. And if not, there's a lot of business to be done at the level that I'm at. There's some folks you don't have to work for. You get to a certain level, and there's only one business, there's only one game in town, and that's the McMahon family. So it's real nice. It's amazing to hear, not only from Mr. Khali there, not only from him, but from Bruce Pritchard's podcast, from other wrestlers, from even people who have just met him. They all seem to say the same thing about Mr. McMahon, despite a lot of the connotations and the stigma that the McMahon family has. It sounds like they're good people. It sounds like they try their best to take care of the people around them, and do what they can to help out. So that's real encouraging to hear from him.
Yeah, it is, and it definitely does sound like that. It sounds like they try to help out the talent. At the moment, Khali seems to have left the chat, but we're gonna try to get him back in here.
All right, folks, how y'all doing? He was Jonah was talking to me before the show here about my Golden Girls shirt. You see that? A lot of folks don't know, big Golden Girls fan though. So my favorite was always Dorothy. That is, until she left the show. Did me wrong. 6 seasons in, Dorothy says, "I'm going to up and leave." It was one of the worst endings ever. So I guess my favorite considering that would have been Rose, not just because of the actress. She was a wonderful actress, but the character as well. But same, my only Golden Girl shirt either. I got a hot pink one with some sleeves cut off. Y'all say what you want, but Golden Girl's a fantastic show, and they got good T-shirts. You know, they sell these at the Walmart. I think I saw somebody told me they're at the Target there too. So, you know, you just gotta wear what you like there, folks. Golden Girls or not. So, also coming this fall, keep an eye out, keep an ear out, keep your rear end out of the mix altogether. But Bronco's got a little country CD coming out. Been playing the guitar since I was real little, writing some songs, and I think y'all will really like it. It's a good song. It's well produced. It's a good little piece of material, and it's going to be available primarily first featuring on rlehub.com, but then also on all streaming sites and all your typical media sites following shortly after. But if you want that advanced copy, you got to keep an eye out on rlehub.com for Bronco Braxton. I'm going to be releasing that CD and selling it at all the live shows. So if you're around that Florida area, especially the Central Florida area, if you're down in Southern Texas, you're up in the Midwest around Chicago, around those outskirts, then y'all keep an eye out for that. Hey, welcome back, sir.
All right. Well, thank you, Bronco. Thank you for definitely keeping everybody engaged there.
Giving them a little Golden Girls tutorial. That's all.
I know that was coming, but I'm happy they know about it now. I want to talk about the commitment when you go full-time in wrestling. And I'd love to hear first, Khali, about your traveling schedule when you did get signed to WWE. How was that for you, traveling all the time like that?
I hate this traveling.
Yeah.
You know, so much, busy schedule, especially for a big guy, for me. So
yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes they are going to a small town. So it's small flights. Then you driving, then go airport, sit airport, then take flight. Then when you land, and take a car, then going find some eat, go gym, and in the building. So all tired, working, traveling, go gym, and go building. But when you have good match, tiredness will go away.
Yeah, it makes it worth it. Right. How many days were you on the road?
Sometimes four days per week, sometimes 5 per week, because when I work SmackDown, so I just leave his home is a Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday go back home. When I work in the Raw.
Yeah.
When I work in the Raw. When I work in the SmackDown, so then I go one day home. So
my God! So
you have two groups,
So your schedule for SmackDown was crazy. Wow.
Yeah,
that's insane. Bronco, are you prepared to make that type of commitment? Let's say like you're juggling your everyday life right now, everyday life and wrestling. I'm sure it already gets hectic. Are you prepared for that type of commitment come that time?
Yeah, I think so. I think it'd be a little bit easier for me than it would for him. But, like you said, being his size, travel has just got to be horrendous. I already find myself sometimes uncomfortable, certain planes, certain rooms, and, and goodness gracious, I can't even begin to imagine the difficulties that come along with that. So, I'm already pretty regimented in my daily life. I'm a very habit-formed individual. I wake up, I do my routine, and that routine I think is pretty simple, and it's pretty adaptable to the road if need be, especially, we're sleeping in a hotel and everything else pretty nice. So we already do a good bit of travel on the level that I'm at, but it's closer to about 3 days a week, sometimes 4. But being the markets that I work in, they're all pretty close together. Florida can be a bit stretched out, but when you're in Central Florida there, you can get up north, you can get down south, east, west, Orlando, Tampa, pretty quick. Southern Texas itself, San Antonio and Austin aren't very far away from each other. And then when I'm up in that Midwest market between Milwaukee and between Chicago and all those areas, with a lot with Powerhouse Wrestling, a lot with Bruce City Wrestling and them, they're always pretty good about bundling me up in a certain market, certain area. And from what I hear, he could correct me if I'm wrong. I've heard that the E does something similar where they'll stick you in a certain market, and you are traveling from town to town, but it's kind of all within a certain little area, a certain little loop. So I know I could handle it at first, when, a few years in, you get family, you get other commitments, your body starts to catch up with you as you get a little bit older. I'd have to reconsider. But yeah, not only am I ready for it, I'm excited. I think I would not just survive, but thrive in that situation with my lifestyle the way it is already.
Yeah. Oh, that's commendable. That's great. No, it's a really good attitude, definitely heading into it. Khali, who did you travel with? Who were your traveling buddies in WWE?
I have different because
right,
my
of course.
deal, my deal is in the contract because I'm not a good driver. So, so I give you some drivers and send some car for me. So my contract have some in the contract have some car service.
Yeah.
So he give you me look like some wrestler. So sometimes wrestler driving me in the road, the he driving. I look like there's a lot of people. I don't want to give you personal name. You understand?
I understand.
Guy. Maybe I tell you name, and he say, "Oh, I'm great Khali say I'm the driver head, so I don't want to tell you this thing." You understand?
I get it. Now, how about, could I ask you, and you could tell me if it's true, did you travel with Hornswoggle? We had him on the show. He said that you and him traveled together a lot.
Many times. He's driving with all the time with me. He's just all the time asking, "Hey, can I jump your car?" I said, "Okay, don't worry. If you want, because I'm sitting in the front, so I don't mind if somebody sitting behind. So I just try to help. If WWE give you car for me, but I say, okay, if you are comfortable, just sit back."
Right. And now I want to get into something that's just for you, Khali. The Punjabi Prison match. That was your match type, right? That was your own stipulation. Can you please tell us how that came about and how you found out about that?
This is me and Undertaker have match, Punjabi Prisoner match.
Exactly. How did that? Who created that?
He created, WWE has a lot of producers, but I think this area is Vince McMahon and Michael Hayes.
Okay.
So he just created, great Khali the Punjab jungle. Put in the Punjabi Prisoner match because it's great Khali working in the Punjab police. So, the thinking is a match, Johnny Hayes called me today 4.
Okay.
He said, Khali, you can't work in pay-per-view. I said, why? All month I promote this is pay-per-view and and build a story, fight me and Undertaker, all over world want to watch. Now you say, no, you have some medical issue. So I just think of what kind of medical issue, but he said, no, you will be fine, just, but you can work now. I said, take again my medical. I'm perfect fit. He said, no, his report coming is after pay-per-view. So when I come in the arena, so he said, oh, okay, you just climb out, in the cage.
So that's why it was Big Show and Undertaker instead of you, right? So he told you about the idea, and what did you say to the idea?
No, I don't say nothing, but I think to myself, that's a stupid thing. What can I do? It's just climb outside and go in the top in the cage.
Yeah.
So that is not his story. That's a stupid
Yeah.
thing, you know. Punjabi Prison is a very good story, but when he say you can't work, that's why I'm angry, because uh, if he not give you medical issue, then me and Undertaker have match, but he give you medical issue. So
No match.
then no match, just out of story, and he say, oh, you just climb out of that. That's why that's really upset, you know.
How was it? How was it climbing up the Punjabi prison? Was it challenging for you?
No, I know I can go very easy, but you know, not story for my type.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And you like that you got your own match stipulation. What did you think when they brought it back for Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton?
Randy Orton and Jinder Mahal. He just called, so it's Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton have match. Can you come? This story, he explained some story. I said, okay, that's okay.
Who called you?
So this is called Mark Curano.
Oh, okay.
And Dave Kapoor, my old manager, with Ranjan Singh.
Yeah, exactly.
So he says, Vince want you will hear. So that's why, you know.
Yeah. Okay. You know, it sounded, I mean, everyone, I know a lot of people loved it. It was just astounding to actually see. Nobody had ever seen something like that before. So, Bronco, can you tell me what has been a match you can look back on and be proud of, and one that you think helped propel your career?
You know, I guess it would be my first loss. You know, my only loss so far was against King Trell. It was in Sandwich, Illinois, which is a real rural town about 2 hours west of Chicago. And you know, I went in there for Powerhouse Wrestling, and I had a good match with King Trell. And you know, he wound me up. He got me up pretty early. You know, he rolled me up pretty early, and kind of got the win out of nowhere. I kind of lost my temper a little bit. And some things broke out there, and it was just real nice, real big, one of the biggest bars I guess I'd ever seen. And you know, they got some big bars / dance halls down in the Texas area, and this one up there, especially for such a small town on the outskirts there, was pretty big. I think it was Dill's Pub or something along those lines. There was a lot of folks in there, and it got kind of hectic. You know, I lost my temper, took my belt off, and, you know, got going. And so, you know, that match was a big learning experience for me, not only in kind of, you know, staying aware, staying focused, and getting, you know, always being ready for that opponent, no matter how down and out they seem, but also kind of keeping my composure and temper after, you know, regardless of what happens.
Yeah, that sounds incredible. It's interesting when somebody says the loss is what helped propel their career, but that's great. I think that's really good.
You don't want to hear that, you know, but you don't want it to ever happen. You like to lose in the room. You know, when I say that, I mean, you like to lose in the gym. You like to, you know, you like to find those challenges. You like to find those holes and those things presented to you when you're training, when you're in there, when you're in that closed environment with other folks. And that's, you know, that's why you're there, is to show each other and to help each other and to learn and improve. So, you know, when it happens like that in front of a big room of people, instead of the little closed off room, it stings a little worse. So it was definitely something worth learning, and you know, making sure I'm always trying to put myself in position to learn those things, and kind of anticipate those things in the room and in training prior to getting out there.
Right. I'd love to see if that resonates with Khali. Do you think when you took a loss in WWE, since you were undefeated for a while once you debuted, do you think that helped you at all, taking that loss to see what that felt like? Or what do you think about that? I think it gave you some more insight?
I'm not, because I understand, because this is a professional wrestling, you know. I'm not taking serious anything, you know. So I just understand, you know, this is pro wrestling. If you take you personally, you know, I just win lots of matches. I lose a couple matches. But when I come first time India, so all over in the country, Great Khali is coming. Great Khali, what are you doing? Great Khali, what are you doing now? Great Khali taking shower. Great Khali eating 100 eggs. Great Khali taking his 5 chicken. All this is bullshit, just guessing something.
A lot of rumors,
So,
yeah, a lot of rumors in India,
yeah,
right? About you.
Lot of rumors. So when I just land in the New Delhi, India. So when I land, so almost 50,000 people at the airport receiving the great Khali. 50,000 people, all some dancing, something, great Khali coming back India. He beat Undertaker, blah blah blah, bullshit, not.
Yeah.
So almost CRP, BSF, Indian police, army, all this there. I said, man, what are you doing now? What is I'm big surprised. So all this security guy taking me, security some door, exit taking me out.
It's a big party when you come to India for the whole. You said how many people?
50,000.
Wow.
50.
That is incredible.
That's
it really
crazy.
is.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. So that's why you were a very valuable asset to WWE for sure for their Indian fans, right?
So that's why I think from WWE take care of me really good. And honestly, I make India. I'm recognized really India now. WWE.
Yeah, no, they do. They do. You're very known, definitely all around the world, but India, it sounds especially. Can you talk about when you went from Great Khali, the heel, the bad guy, the monster, to the Punjabi playboy? Who thought of that?
So he just called me. Yeah, now you say you need to work his heel now. Face now. So
Okay.
I said, okay. So he said, oh, yeah. You need a baby face now. When I renew my contract, so I think
Yeah.
I negotiate maybe too much. That's why he made me playboy.
Wait,
So.
wait.
You understand?
Because you asked for too much, you said?
I think so.
Not to be rude, sir. I've got about 5, and then I got to skedaddle. So I'm going to do my best to linger as long as I can.
I don't want to affect whatever you have to go to. So thank you so much for being on this episode. I appreciate it. We'd love to hear more from Bronco Braxton in the future. And I hear he has a CD coming out, so everyone should check that out. I don't know if he's mentioned it in his fillers yet, but
Yeah, I appreciate that. Look out for it this fall. Hey, sir, it was a pleasure getting to listen to your stories a little bit there. I hope you all the best the rest of your evening, and thank you so much for having me on as well, Jonah. Thank you both so much.
Of course.
Take care. Y'all have a wonderful afternoon now. Take care, sir. Thank you.
You too. Okay. All right, so let's go. So I want to talk about the Playboy again. So you went for your contract and you think you asked for too much, right? And that's why they made you Playboy? You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I think two things. I have two things. When I worked in the Get Smart movie.
Yeah.
First, my agent called is WWE. So he said, "Oh, Great Khali have one offer for movie. So you okay for his work?" So he said, yeah. Johnny Hayes says, yes, he can work. That's good for WWE.
Yeah.
My agent, he just work. Negotiate movie, and when I say, okay, I need to go. I have moved now contract, so I need to go with work for movie. Then is a little bit mad. He said, no, you can't go. You can't.
Who said that?
WWE, basically WWE.
Okay, yeah,
So,
yeah.
No, you can't go work movie. Vince McMahon want to make you big giant to look like Andre the Giant.
Mm-hmm.
Vince McMahon have really big plan for you. I say, that's great. I say, that's great. But I just already talked to the movies. I need to go there too. So he's just a little bit mad, but he said, okay, but you need to work, I can't give you off because you are the champion. I'm a WWE champion. So you can't go full time. You just, you need to work 4 day wrestling, SmackDown. Then after you can go 2 day film movie. So I said, okay, so that's my schedule. All the week work wrestling, then go make a movie. But he just, I think his mind. When I negotiate, so then he's thinking, okay, so I need to make Playboy. So I think that's why he tried to make me Playboy. But I enjoyed,
You enjoyed it? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? I just
yeah,
enjoy.
Exactly. No, it was a great one. It was.
That's the work. That's the
It was
work.
really
I don't care. I don't care. You kill some character, you kill something, you kill your business. But if you like, things is good, that's okay. Go.
It was a choice, right, between working full time or going to do the movie.
Yeah, that's very hard for me. Very hard, traveling, go house show, go TV show, pay-per-view, and then I shoot movie.
No, it definitely, it seems like it would take its toll. When you were the Punjabi Playboy, when they would bring those people out of the crowd, who were they? Did you know who they were?
Mostly, yeah. Mostly just some make up, pick some girl, some writer guy.
Yeah.
Just outside, so just pick. Oh, okay, you want to kiss the great Khali? So yeah, you say, oh yeah, I love it. Kiss the great Khali. Okay, come over backstage. But I don't know who she is,
Yeah. And so, Khali, how did you feel when they told you that you were going to win the World Heavyweight Championship? What did you feel like?
Oh man, that's very beautiful moment. That's tell you same day me, this Royal Rumble match and you going over. I said, are you serious? He said, yes, you going over. Man, that's crazy.
I believe it, yeah. How did you find out? Who told you that? Did Vince tell you that?
Yes, Vince told me. He said, yeah, you're going over. And I said, man, awesome. That's really great. Thank you so much. I can't, thanks for very small word for him.
Yeah.
So I love it. He's really professional businessman. But I have lots of respect for Vince.
Oh, for sure.
He's really nice guy. Yeah,
he seems like it. He does from the outside. I'd love to hear your relationship with some of the guys. Like, how was it with another giant like Big Show?
Yeah, Undertaker, Big Show is good, but I have just one time is a little fight. Yeah, Puerto Rico. So
okay, let's hear
it. Me and Undertaker. And I think so. One guy is more. I forgot his name. So three guys have match.
Yeah.
Six guy tag team match. So Punk, CM Punk, and Big Show is one side. One guy, I don't know who's the other side. His side, I forgot. So he say, okay, Punk say, oh yeah, man, yeah, you give me chop, then do this, you do this. I say, okay. So because me and Undertaker, babyface, one guy I think so, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, some guy one I forgot it. So I think so. Big Show is just maybe I don't know. He's just jealous. I think so.
Yeah.
So It's a very good match. So Big Show comes his first out in the in the backside. He's just hey, why take my shit? I said, come on, man, that's no your shit, man. You know, that's the match, you know. He said, oh, why take this my shit? I said, man, just if you have any issues, so you can talk producer.
Yeah.
So I just walk in the locker room. He's just so pissed off. He's just sitting his side, and I sit here. This will talk bullshit. I just laughing. I thought maybe he's just joking.
Right, right.
So I tell you same thing. He tried to take the same bag. You know, he just tried to hit punch. One. He heard try to second. So I just give you back. He just fall down. He fall down, so top me, and I just try to hit. So all the guys, you know, make separate.
So they separate you, yeah.
Yeah, I just make separate me, and finally the Undertaker just stepped in the door. So Big Show get up. He just get up. I get up too, because he just cry. Kane is there.
Yeah.
And Tommy Dreamer there. So I just say, I don't care. I don't respect anymore for you. You start me, I don't care. Whatever, Mullah. Finally, Mullah, you know, now it's good now. He's now good, my friend now.
Oh, good. Good, good. That's nice.
A good friend now. Yeah. He's all my side is all over now. I don't care. Whatever back now, I just forget now.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Some guy have some argument. I don't want to go this, you know, some have good times. So, you know, this all the thing over. But I have lots of enjoy for, you know, WWE.
Yeah. Good to hear that. It sounds like it. Who were some of your people? You love Vince McMahon, you said. Who did you love to get along with the fellow superstars, the other wrestlers? Who were your guys backstage who you really liked?
You know, I have a lot of people. You know, I have a lot of people because you know, I just say, you know, I don't have anybody some issue. John Cena is good.
Yeah.
And Triple H is good. And Mark Henry is good. Kane is good. I don't have no issue because I just go in the back room and sitting and just catering eat. So
yeah,
a lot of people think, oh, great Khali not is understand nothing. Just making some, you know, just enjoy, you know. So, but I understand, you know, why don't I understand? A lot of people thinking, oh, great Khali not understand is just eating. I said, man, this is his job. You know, that's his job. Why, you know, all guy working for in the bins, you know.
Right.
Why is argument? Why is argument? You know, why talk this bullshit story? So I just thinking nothing is go too much, you know, serious. I just learn one thing, just professional. I tell you, brother, but he's not my brother.
Yeah.
So that's bullshit. That's bullshit. You know, somebody say, "Oh, this is my brother. This is my." That's bullshit. All the guys working there is bins for bins. Yeah. So I learned this thing. I'm not taking anything serious. You know, something talk bullshit. I don't know. Who cares? Yeah. You don't give me check me. You don't give me check me. Check and give you bins. Somebody jobs. Who cares? Who cares?
That's a good way to look at it. Yeah. No, that's great.
I make good money. I just think positive. I don't care, you know. I just one thing, give respect, take respect. Sometimes guy take you bullshit, and I take back bullshit. Somebody, a lot of people think, oh, India, oh, he is Indian, but that's okay.
Yeah,
that's not matter for him.
Of course,
that's not matter. I'm working and he pay me, you know.
Yeah,
if
so
I'm not
some
working,
people
he not pay me, you know. But some people, you know, some people, you know, cheap thing, jealous.
Yeah.
cheap thing
Right.
just does. Who cares?
It rolls off your back, right?
Yeah, I don't
It
care.
doesn't matter to you.
I'm enough for handle the guy.
Absolutely. I want to get into what have you done for wrestling in India so far? Because obviously you've built it up from what it was, right? Since you went back to India, you've made it huge there. Can you talk a little bit about that? What you've done for wrestling in India?
I just quit WWE 2014 November.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then I just take 2 months off, and I say, wife, I don't want to stay here. I'm going back India because India have lots of opportunity. I don't want to work independent wrestling, and I don't want to work. I don't want to betting some the movie. So that's why I come here.
Yeah.
And 2015, I start my build a ring, all the thing, and I organize a wrestling show, and lots of guy I bring you from USA.
Right.
So lots of guys very happy for come here. So I just enjoy, bro. I love it.
Yeah. So you have CWE now, right?
Yeah, I have CWE.
What made you think to start CWE? Where did it come from, the inspiration? Was it Vince McMahon?
I just, when I started learn the first time wrestling.
Yeah.
First time, 2000. So, very hard for learn me. Very hard because I'm not speak English.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I not have there is home. I don't have there is any friend. So I just think, oh, okay, man. If I not is a wrestler, so I can open a wrestling academy in India. So, but that's good. I have all the time very good contract in my hand. I have first. I just learn one year. Then I just work Japan. Then after I started work movie. Then I started the WWE. So I just I have a long time in my mind. I just think, okay, if I quit here, I'm happy. If I quit here, then I start my academy because I want to start my own wrestling. Because my academy almost have 400 students.
Wow.
So my academy is the best in the world.
It is. It looks really good. I see it all the time. Yeah.
I have space, and I have gym, and I have food facility. I have, somebody want to eat, so I have. Kitchen. So I have there, and somebody want to stay there, so I have rooms.
Wow. So you have a whole big area, right? Are you always? Is CWE like next to your house, or is it? Do you ever live there?
Yeah. My house is almost maybe half mile on the way.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Very, very close. Yeah, very close. Yeah.
Nice. And does WWE ever come and look at the people that you have?
Yeah, WWE come here. I have my academy. Lots of people go there. Many people go WWE. I'm very happy. And
who are some? Can you name a few so we know?
What name? One is Kenyon Simon.
Okay.
He come my academy. And one guy is I forgot. Smiley. What your name is? Smiley. Smiley.
Oh no, Norman Smiley. Is that him?
Norman Smiley. Yeah, Norman Smiley. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Lot of people come there, and who come other guy? Yeah, many guy come there. Watch my academy.
That's awesome. Yeah, of course. And one last question. What do you see for your future? What do you see for your future?
Future, I want to make a more huge academy now again, some other state. And I want to make more, look like WWE. I'm just looking guide people some and put in the TV. My wrestling is a show. That's my goal.
Your goal is to get on national TV? Your wrestling
national
academy?
TV. Yeah. So put it on a national TV. And that's my goal. I want to promote a wrestler because I'm just a sports person guy. I'm just a wrestler.
Yeah.
I'm not a business guy. That's love great. Wrestling, So I want was just a trained guy, then promote wrestling, and I want to send you WWE, and I want to make a bigger company. He's not working one day. He's not going one day. It's long procedure. Today, WWE is really big, so it takes a long time.
No, it's not. It doesn't happen in one day, right? It didn't happen for you in one day, but that's great. It's really nice that you love to. It's really nice that you love to give back to the wrestlers, the young wrestlers. That's really commendable for sure. Oh yeah, one thing. If you have any advice that you would love to give to younger wrestlers, like the guy who was in the call.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Young wrestler, just working very hard, very dedicated.
Yeah.
And you need a listening coach. And when you just learn wrestling, after you need a listening coach, listening promoter. A lot of people think, oh, just take a steroid injection, making body, big. Then he thinks, oh, okay, I don't care anybody. Fuck, I'm very big jack. So that's not a matter. Very important, listening promoter. If you want to come superstar,
right?
If you want to come public figure, if you want to just make yourself superstar, so whatever want you do it.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I do. Very wise words. Yeah, you have to keep your mouth closed and your ears open, right? That's the best way to make it.
Yeah. Well, what I'm doing is my backside. Just eat chicken, just listening, whatever would you want, Then never give you back reaction. Oh, okay, fine. Okay. Stop. I don't care. Fine. Just eat chicken, if I give you reaction back, then build something, issue,
Yeah.
Oh, he said this, he said this, Why?
Yeah, why bother, right? Just collect the check, right?
Yeah, why try to make, build a story? Just make focus your work,
Right.
Listening, listen, producer, listen, Vince, promoter. Why you talk? A lot of people talk backside is bullshit. Who cares? Who cares? Nobody cares.
No.
If you have talent, show in the ring. If you have talent, show in the ring. If you have no talent, who cares? You talk bullshit back and forth. You slap one guy, he slap back you. Who cares?
Exactly.
Nobody see.
No.
Nobody see,
Yeah, no, those are really, and you're such a veteran. You've picked up so much over the years. You really have. Those are great words. And best of luck to every guy in your training academy and to you. Really. I hope everyone does well.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. God bless you. If you need a more interview, you can call anytime. I save your number now, so I can call you, message you later. Don't worry.
Oh, perfect. Okay, good. Yeah, we'll keep in touch for sure for the future. I can't wait.
Yeah, if you come your
yeah.
mind more something, if you come some more mind, just let me know.
Okay. All right, I will. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Great night.
I have one
Great
question
night.
for you. I have one question for you.
I can't wait. What is it? Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, I understand. Is that was your question?
Yeah. Just, sometimes I talk, but get nothing.
No, I understood you perfectly. Your English is really good. It is.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Listen, Daddy, Boogie Woogie Man feel good. I tell my people, my brothers and sisters, don't you dare miss online. Rewind, recap, relive. Oh yeah.